Huh?
Who is it?
Can I have kisses? Louis.
Louis. Hey, buddy.
Kisses. Kisses.
Kiss.
Oh.
Thank you. Look, glad I didn't say the joke. I was about to say it.
Hello. Hello, everyone. The three of us are here to say Happy Valentine's Day from the whole family. And today I thought it'd be fun to do a video together. So it's just gonna be me and Tyler doing some Pilates in our living room, and grab a friend, grab a puppy, and do some Pilates with us. And we hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Mwah! Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started on hands and knees. So find your knees, untuck your toes. Hands are gonna come underneath your shoulders. Nice all fours position, spine is long. I want you to take a big deep breath in. And then on your exhale, tuck your tail, drop your chin, round your spine, pull those abs up and in, and just kind of let your head hang. Good. From here, you're gonna inhale, circle the shoulders, stick your tail out, arch your back, and send that collarbone up and through. Good, we'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, round it out. And inhale, big arch. Trying to soften through the upper back as well. And one more time, just like that, round it out. And big arch. Good, from here, coming to neutral. Spine is nice and long, abs are gonna stay pulling up and in. We're gonna do a few sternum drops. So for these, you're warming up the shoulders. This is gonna be really good because we're gonna do some plank later on. What I want you to do is inhale and feel like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you lower your chest towards the ground. Notice I'm not arching my back, everything stays in one line, and then you're gonna exhale, push the ground away and kind of send your shoulders forward. Good, so it's just in the upper body. Inhale, collarbone drops, squeeze the shoulder blades, exhale, press away. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, press. 1 more time. We inhale, lower. Exhale, press to the top. Now I want you to let your shoulders settle kind of halfway between those 2 points. So you've got collarbone right in the center. You're letting those shoulders feel nice and solid. You're still pushing the ground away actively, but you're not rounding at this point. We're going to tuck our toes underneath, 1 at a time. Go ahead and tuck your feet. There you go. Take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, you're going to press into your palms, press into those toes, and lift your knees just an inch off the mat to hover. Oh, all of a sudden, this got much harder. So staying here, we're going to breathe. Abs are firing. Resist the urge to stick the tailbone out. Keep your spine nice and long. Pull the abs in. Stay here and breathe for 5. Keep those knees just an inch off the ground for 4. Resist the urge to lift them up. This is 3. Good. And 2. Set the knees down on 1. Untuck the toes. Sit your hips back on your heels. Give yourself a little stretch. Take a nice big deep breath in here. Give your wrists a little break. Good. Coming back up to the top. From here, starting in the same place. Shoulders and chest are nice and active. Tuck those toes. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, you're going to lift the knees off the ground. Pause, hold, and hover. Good. This time we're going to do little knee taps. So you're going to bring the knees down to barely touch the mat and come back up. Barely touch and up. Good. For 6 and up. 5 and up. Feel like you're squeezing your hands back in space towards those knees. For 3. Last 2. 1 more time. Up you go. Hold it here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set the knees down. Untuck the toes. Drop the hips back to the heels again. Big stretch. Down here. When you're breathing, really try to feel like you're feeling up the back of your body, like you're puffing your lungs up towards the ceiling. Big exhale. Good. We'll do that 1 more time. Big inhale. And big exhale. Awesome. From here, we're going to stack up to nice and tall on our knees. And so for this move, I want you to think kind of like plank. You're going to stay in one line from the top of your head all the way down to your knees. So to keep that happening, you're going to want to pull the abs in and keep your glutes engaged. So really squeeze your butt while you do this, and everything will kind of press in towards each other. Hands are gonna reach out in front of your chest at shoulder height. You're gonna wanna really keep a lot of pressure down in the tops of your feet. So from here, we're gonna inhale, start to tip the body back, resist the urge to stick your butt out. Just keep it kind of small to start, and then exhale, push to come back up. You should feel this in the fronts of the legs the whole time. Here we go. We're gonna do 8 more. Inhale it back, and exhale, bring yourself up. Good, good, good. If you're squeezing enough, you'll feel this in the abs as well. We have 7 more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Maybe you go a half an inch deeper and up. Oh, these are gonna be rough tomorrow. 6 more. Good, and up. And this is 5. How you doing? How you doing over there? And up. Good. We have 4. And squeeze to lift, keep scooping. And 3. And up. Nice. Last 2. And, oh, I even far on that one.
Feel the burn.
One more time.
Last one.
And, oh, back up. Very nice. From here, go ahead and step your left foot forward. Hips are still square. Really kind of send that foot out. I'd say take it out a little bit further, so when we lunge forward, you're not going to compress on that knee too much. So tucking the tail so you can feel a nice stretch. We're just going to press forward into that front foot. Hands can be on your hips. They can be on your front leg. Find a little hip stretch here. Feels nice after what we just did. Keep that chest lifted. Perfect. Still warming up those legs. From here, we're going to shift back to kind of like almost like a 90-90 lunge right here. What I want you to do, tucking your back toe, pull those abs in. Let's go ahead and reach the hands out in front of us. On your exhale, lift the back knee. Up you go. There we go. Right here, hold. Drop the shoulder blades down, pull the abs in. 10 little pulses up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your inner thigh. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last 1, good. Carefully set that knee down, untuck the toe, and sneak that left foot back in. Nice job. From here, right foot comes forward. Square the hips. Hands can come to that front thigh and just lunge into it for a moment. Keeping that low back in control. Try not to let it arch and dump. Lift your chest. Take some deep breaths. Relax the shoulders right here. Okay, coming back. Oh, you're ready. Okay, tuck that back toe.
I know what's coming.
Hands reach. Lift up and hover. Feel like you're pulling your right heel back in space. Little pulses up and down. 10, 9, good. Abs always in. 8, 7, 6, 5. That's it. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Carefully set that knee down. Try not to clunk. Untuck. And sneak that leg back around and through. Very nice. From here, we're just going to turn on our mat. Ding, 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 so we can work side to side. Won't be on these knees too much longer because I know they're getting a little tired. From here, let's kick the left leg out to the side. So I want both hips to still be square towards the front of wherever you're facing. We don't want them to tweak and be kind of diagonal. This side foot can be pointed. You can flatten it out. Either is fine. I just want you to feel stable. I want you to really squeeze your hips underneath you so you feel really flat and you're not piking those hips back. So hands come back behind your head. This is going to be for the left oblique. You're going to inhale up and over to the right side and exhale, come back up. Good. Inhale up and over and exhale, pull. Good. Keeping yourself really flat. Try not to round forward and come up. Let's do 6 more. And this is 5. And think of squeezing to pull up. Good. Last 4. And up. You got it. 3. This is 2. And up. Beautiful. One more time. Up we go to the top. Hands go to a T. Press down through your armpits. Get even taller now. As with control, we're going to try to tip over. Right hand comes down. Free leg is lifted. Good. In this position, abs are still tight. Bottom side of the waist is lifting. Floating leg is going to tap the ground and lift. Good. For 9. And lift. 8. How you doing back there? I can't see you.
I'm
Good. 7. This is 6. Breathe 2, lift. Last. 4. 3. 2. Feel like you're lifting up out of that bottom wrist. One more thing here. Bend the top hand behind the head. Draw your free knee up to your elbow. Crunch forward to tap and reach it out. Good. 8. Actually, this one's 8. There we go. You have 7. Fully open up again. Don't cheat it. 6 and out. 5 and out. Last. 4. 3. Beautiful. This is 2. 1 more. Try not to speed up. Out. Reach that top hand. Toe finds the ground. You gotta peel yourself up. Go ahead and tuck that leg in and just sit. Hips back on those heels for a second. Shake out those hips. Feeling okay back there?
Yeah.
We have to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Here we go. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Extend the right leg out this time. Nice and tall. Hands are going to come behind your head. Drop the shoulder blades down. Here we go. Inhaling up and over for length, and then exhale, close the ribs. So always think like you're arcing out over something versus just crunching, and come back up. Let's do 6 more. And this is 5. My fingertips are just resting behind my ears. I'm not grabbing my head. I find when I do that, I kind of get a little hunchy. Last 3. Does that sound right? Ish. And 2. You can do an extra one if I've missed one. 1 more. Up we go. Good. Find your T. Press down. Now attempting as best you can, keeping this shape, you're just going to tip one step over. Oh, squeeze your left butt cheek, open up the body, tap that toe for 10, and lift. 9. Keep lifting up with that top hand. 8. Good. This is 7. We have 6. And 5. This is working both the hip and the top abs for that top oblique. 3 and the bottom one if you lift enough. Last 2. Stay up on 1. Top hand finds the head. Crunch it in for 10. And reach. Good. 9. Get that bottom hip back underneath you for 8. Oh my gosh. This is going to be hard. And 7. Last 6. We have 5. You got it. Last 4. 3. Find that reach. And 2. 1 more. Out we go. Set it down. And tip it up. That was harder than I thought it would be.
Oh,
and come back down.
See why you wear the sports bra. Wait.
We can get you one if you want. Okay. We're not done with those abs. Go ahead and make your way to your back. Catch your breath. Laying all the way down. Get that tail nice and settled. Down here on our back, we want to make sure as best we can when we're doing chest lifts that we're not getting wild with the tail. You want to keep your pelvis quiet and in neutral. So for some of us, myself included, in these movements I do have a little bit of lightness between my back and the mat, and that's absolutely fine as long as I'm not feeling pain, which I'm not. So just keep that in mind. Hands are going to interlace behind the base of the skull. Heels are as wide as your sits bones, so the base of your hips down here. Take a nice big deep breath in. Starting out, we're just going to do 8 chest lifts. So you're going to exhale, peel your chest up, and inhale, lower down. I'm going to give you a quick example as we keep going of what I don't want to see. So I just don't want to see this. See how my hips are practically lifting as I go? You want to keep your butt down as you lift. 6 more times. And down. We're exhaling to lift, inhaling to lower for 5. And down. You got it. Last 4. And 3. Awesome. This is 2. Good. Let your head be heavy in your hands. We're going to stay up on 1, curling from that collarbone. Nice. Now from here, toes stay down. You're going to pop your heels off the ground. Go ahead and, if your legs aren't touching, tiptoe them together. Good. From here, both legs float up to tabletop. Shins parallel with the ceiling. Then inhale, tap your toes to the ground. Ooh, the shaking just got worse. For 7, and tap. That's it. 6, chest stays nice and quiet. This is 5. If this feels rough on the lower back at all, just don't touch the ground. Just keep it small. For 4. You got it. 3. And the last 2. And one more. We take it up. Tie it all together. Lower the chest, lower the toes. Inhale, everything goes down. Exhale, peel it up. And take it down. You got it. And up. For 6. Try to barely touch the ground with those toes. For 5, it's mean. I know. Last 4. And 3. This is 2. And up. One more. Up you go. Give those knees a hug. Rock side to side for just a second. Whew, it's getting hot.
Yeah.
Why is it so hot?
I think the
Yes, that means
thermostat is set for 70 probably.
Means we're doing it right. Okay, so get back down there. We're not done yet. One more thing on our back. Go ahead, bring those hands to the tops of your shins. I want you to exhale, peel your chest up. Belly button's still hugging in. You're going to transfer both hands to your right shin, extend that left leg long. Eyeballs are looking at that right knee. Pull your belly button away from your thigh. Here we go. And switch. And switch. Really light grip. Barely touch the leg. Switch. And switch. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands come behind the head. Crisscross. Switch. Switch. Beautiful. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Give them a hug. Awesome. Okay. Moving right along. Set those feet down. We're going to do just a little bit of bridging. We're trying to kind of touch on everything today. So hands down by your sides. Take a deep breath. Heels are lined up with the base of those hip bones. Take an inhale. Exhale, tucking your tail. Articulating up off the mat, through the pelvis, through the waist, up to your bridge. Now watch here. For bridging in class today, you want to make sure that you're not letting the ribs pop. We're trying to keep ourselves a little more controlled in this position so we feel the hamstrings and the glutes. And then slow motion, set it back down. Down. Down, beautiful. Let's do that 3 more times just like that. Big inhale. Exhale, tucking the tail. Peel it up. Feel like you're trying to pull your heels towards you in space. Like you're trying to actually slide on your mat closer to your feet. And slow motion, bring it back down. Down. Down, and let it settle and drop. 2 more, just like that. Big inhale. Big exhale, tucking the tail. Peel and lift. Scoop, scoop, scoop. That's it. Hold it there. Stay. And take it back down. 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 Let it drop. One more time. We're going to go all the way up. Scoop and lift. Heavy footprints. Pull yourself towards those heels. Keep a little bit of tuck in the pelvis. Abs are tight. Beautiful. From here, dip your hips down just an inch and lift up. Just an inch and lift and squeeze. Good for 6 and up. 5. I squeeze my abs at the top for 4. Press down through the triceps. 3. That's how you feel more upper body. 2. One more. Good. Stay up. One more thing here. From this position, I want you to float your left leg up to tabletop and set it down. Keep the hips up. We're going to march the other leg up. Float and lift. Use those triceps right now and set it down. Don't let the hips wobble. Give me 6 and down. We're going slow for 5 and down and 4. Try to make as little sound as possible when you change feet. And 3. It just makes it harder. Last 2. Beautiful. 1 more. Set it down. Slowly lower those hips. Give those knees a hug. Okay, you ready for, I think we're just going to do the abs. We'll call it a day there. Ready for our grand finale?
Let's grand
Are
finale.
you ready for our grand finale? Okay, so legs come to tabletop. Hands are going to reach up to the ceiling. With control, we're going to roll up to a bent knee teaser. So you take an inhale, On your exhale, press down through your pinky fingers, peel the chest up, legs start to shift. You want to roll up to your tailbone, lift that chest, ding, ding, ding. And then with control, articulate back down, one bone at a time. Hands come up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, press down through your pinky fingers, peel the chest, roll and scoop, lift the chest. Beautiful. And take it back down, down, down. Hands come up. This time when we roll and lift, we're going to add on. Big inhale, big exhale, peel it up. Hold at the top and stay. From here, shoot the legs out and away for 4. And bend. My legs are shaking. 3, squeeze those inner thighs. Woo! This is 2. And 1 more time. Bend the knees. Roll it down. 1 more time, just like that. Here we go. Exhale, peel, roll, lift, find it. Stay, stay, stay. Lift the chest, kick it out. 4. You got it. 3. This is 2. Good. Hold it on 1. Stay there. Stay for 4. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And roll it down on 1. From here, we're just going to do a few stretches to close it out. I'm sweating. Take your hands to a T. Drop your feet to the ground. Whoa, that's my hands. That's okay. Hold on. Tip both knees towards the right side. Let your left hip lift. If your knees are going to the right and you press down through your right palm a little heavier, you'll feel a better twist. And then exhale back through center. We'll go the other way, tipping your knees to the left. Maybe you'll turn your head to the right. And press down through that left palm for a better twist. Good. Coming back to center. Carefully sit yourself up, or you can roll to the side. I want to do a little figure 4 stretch, but there's a different way I've been liking doing it. Rather than doing it on your back where the hips can kind of get a little tweaked, we'll see if your hips can do this one. You're going to take your right leg and turn it out. Sitting upright, exactly. Flex that foot. We're about to see how tight my hips are. Take your hands back behind you, and then just lift up into that stretch. Yeah, there you go. And so by pressing your tailbone back and lifting that chest, you're going to feel a deeper stretch. Oh, goodness. And go ahead and release the back, release the leg, and try the other side. So kind of pull it in, hike that heel closer towards you, lift your chest. Oh, this one's angry. Lift, and stay there.
Everybody gets to see how dirty my feet are.
Oh yeah, me too. And slowly unwind it. Go ahead and just hike your heels in towards you. We'll do a quick little butterfly. So grabbing those ankles, we'll lift up and then round forward. Good. Go ahead and roll yourself up back nice and tall. We'll extend those legs out in front. Get yourself situated so you feel like you're right on top of your hips. Lengthen out through that spine. Reach those arms all the way up overhead. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, keep that length as you go all the way forward. Big reach. Hands will find the mat. Spine can kind of round slightly. As you're breathing here, think again about kind of filling up through the back of the body. Really fill up those lungs. And let them puff towards the ceiling, and then big exhale. Good. Stacking up nice and slow. We'll do a little deeper stretch. You're going to flex those feet. Keep a flat back, find fingertips on the mat, and just kind of slow motion crawl them forward, keeping the collarbone lifted. This one's a little bit more intense. Just breathe into it. And then from here, exhale, point the toes, round over. And stack yourself all the way up to seated. Nice and tall. And I think that's it. I think we've done enough. How do you feel?
Feels good.
Feels pretty good. Thanks so much for moving with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Make sure you subscribe, add a like, add a comment, share this with a friend if you loved it. I really hope you did. And I can't wait to move with you again next week. See you later.